Well, as you can see, we have our new dashboard up here. Actually, we have our old dashboard up here. Let's take a look at the new one. If anybody has any questions throughout this, I believe you can use the group chat function on the right side. If anyone has any problems doing that, just email me a question and I'll be happy to answer anything as we go. So let's get started here. We worked really hard on getting this new system up, and we will be adding more in the future as well. For now, there's some things that you probably recognize from before, as well as a lot of new stuff. So at first we could see here we have the lead name and information just like we had before. We can see their phone number, contact information, and so on. Below that we can see how they got to the site. And you can actually click on this button to see the referral page, the landing page, and the keyword used as well. And those are all clickable items as well. Next to that we can see where they're searching for. Now above that you'll see a new feature that we have here, which is that little pin icon. So that pin icon is great for actually you can pin the leads that you want to look back at often. You know, people that you're working with or that are important to you or anything like that. You could simply pin these leads by selecting them. And then on the top you can see we have this pin leads dash view. And just by clicking that, you'll be able to see those leads very quickly. So that is a nice view there. Again, you can just click show all and show all your leads again. Now below that we have this bank of icons here. These are really good icons just to give you an overall view of your lead's health. With these icons, we try to highlight them on our own, you know, like the buyers and sellers icon and stuff like that. If we can detect that this is a buyer, we will show that. Otherwise, you can just select most of these icons and change those statuses. So this first one is to see if it is a buyer, a seller, renters, or both. Someone could be buying and selling, so you can select that. The next one is if you're in communication with this person or not. So this can tell you, you know, we might detect that we saw an email between both of you, so we'll mark that in communication. Otherwise, you just do that yourself. The next thing we see here is email status. That'll let you know if the email address is verified or unverified, or it's just a bad email address, so you know for the future. Same thing with the phone icon. The drip campaign icon will just highlight if you have drip campaign set. Same with the reminder icon as well as the searches icon. So moving up, we have the property statistics, which is pretty much the same. This one with the star is there if they actually have saved a property. It will highlight in green as well, so it's easy for you to see. Next to that, we have saved search statistics. Excuse me. From there, we will see how many searches they've made, as well as if they have saved any searches. We will also notate how that search was saved, and if they have multiple searches, we will just say there's multiple saved searches. Next to that is a pretty cool feature we just added, which is the call statistics. So as you're making calls and following up on these leads, you can now mark down if it was a successful call or unsuccessful call. And you can give details onto why or why not that was an unsuccessful call. In addition, you can set a reminder. So you can make some notes, click on set a reminder to call that person later, and save it. And you'll be reminded of that call, as well as that reminder showing up in the dashboard and our new sidebar as well, which we'll get into. So that'll be a very powerful feature, and it should really help you follow up with your leads. Email statistics is pretty much the same. You can still select the drip campaign area to apply a drip campaign to that client. And then the status area we have changed a little bit. So we still have the same statuses here, but we added a time frame window below that. That time frame window, you can actually select a time frame which that user is buying or selling their home, and it will count down from there. So if we put in 60 days, it's going to start a countdown timer from there. So in a week when you come back, it'll say there's, you know, a month and a few weeks left. So that is a nice feature as well. Agent activity, that there is pretty much the same as well. So now sort options on the top. You do have some new sort options. You can sort by registration date, by lead name, by last user activity, by last call, and by the time frame that is left in that lead, like we just went over. You'll notice that the agent filter is gone. That's combined with our overall search and filter list, and you can filter by a lot of criteria now, by status, by lead type, by tag, which we'll get into, by pin status, and as you can see there, there's the agent. So what we can do, let's say, you can also, going back to the tags, you can tag these leads to whatever you want. So let's say we want, we met this person at Starbucks. Okay, so then you can quickly go into the filter list, and you can quickly go into the filter list and see those tags that we created and filter those tags. Now you can also, sorry about that, you can also select multiple tags here. So let's say we wanted to mark leads that were hot leads and that were buyers. So these are hot buying leads, okay? So let's do a search for that. Fortunately, we have none. Let's find one that we actually have stuff for. Okay, so these are in progress buyers. So these are buyers. And what we can do after this, let's say this is something that you look at often, and this is one of our coolest new features. You can actually save this dashboard view. So I'm going to save this as buyers. Okay, and then you'll see there that it showed up here on the lead dashboard. So whenever we want to go back to this view, we just click on buyers, and this works on the agent level as well. So anybody can see this, anybody can use it, and reuse it as well. It's great for things, you know, maybe hot leads that are buyers. You can create a hot buyer list, a seller lead, label, all sorts of different things that you can do that can really increase your workflow and how this works. On the right-hand side, I actually don't have any reminders set, so it's not showing, but where you see this sidebar, all of your activities for the day are going to show. Anything overdue will show as well, and you can select these, you can check off these items as well. I'm going to pop over here to see if anyone has any questions yet. It doesn't look like it. But feel free to use the group chat and ask any questions if you want, as there's not much more to say about the dashboard here. It does work in mobile as well, so you'll have that too. And that is pretty much it on the dashboard. I'll just wait here a second to see if anyone has anything to ask. One thing I can do, I will log in as an actual user, and it will show you some of these reminders here to help you see that. So I'm just going to log out. Okay, so now on the sidebar there, you can see these actual reminders. And what's cool is you can now just cross them out. Tomorrow they will actually be disappeared, so you'll be able to see that tomorrow. Um, and this menu is actually collapsible if you don't want it, and it will show up on all your lead pages as well, which is nice. Any other questions from anybody here? Let's see. Trying to see if I can open out this Hangout to everybody else. Um, does not look like it. Let's see here. All right. Well, if there are no questions, feel free to email me directly, jf@torchx.com, if anyone has any questions on this. I will edit and place this video up on the site as well, so we'll have it for future reference. And we already have a demo, I think, as well on there too. We're going to try to make these webinars a little more consistent every week to talk about different items, different things that we're launching, all sorts of stuff. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to call, feel free to email, and I will talk to you all soon.